Good afternoon, Penn High School. I'm PNN reporter Ashley Catanzarite, sitting down in the studio with PHM Energy Manager, Mr. Rob Lovett. Thank you so much for coming in today. I really
you're welcome. My pleasure.
Energy Manager, very cool job title. What is it you do for our corporation?
Well, my duties are to save the corporation money that would normally just go to our utilities, electric, gas, and water.
Right.
So,
why are we trying to save energy?
It costs a lot of money to educate kids and to run buildings. So we find that utility bills are like the second highest expenditure in a school corporation, and it is something that we can control a lot more than, say, salaries and benefits. So if we can control it, then we should. So
I agree with that. What have we already done to help save energy?
Well, we look at the equipment that heats and cools our building and lights our buildings, and we make sure that it's not running if it doesn't need to be. If there's nobody in the buildings, if we don't need those lights, they should be off. If we don't need two motors to do the same job that one will do, we just make sure that one motor's on. So that's what I do. I go around and make sure that equipment is running as efficiently as possible.
What kind of milestones have we already hit as far as what we've saved?
We've been doing this for about 9.5 years, going on 10. Over the summer, we've saved over $6 million in energy costs. Last year was our best year at about 750,000. We're averaging around 650,000 for the last 6 years.
It's actually super impressive. What are we doing moving forward?
Well, for a lot of the same, but this year here at Penn High School, we're getting involved in a building competition. It's an Energy Star sponsored competition called the Battle of the Buildings Boot Camp, and basically we will be competing with other buildings throughout the nation, the United States. There's about 139 schools that we'll be competing with, and you know, it's a biggest loser style competition, so we try to just minimize as much as we can to save energy. And it runs from September through November. And so sometime in January we should know how we did.
All right. And what can students do?
Everything energy conservation, in the energy conservation world, anything goes, school, work, home. Honestly, I have children, and I would say, you know, you can turn off the lights when you leave a room. You can keep the doors closed when you're in the house and the air conditioning or heat is on. You can turn off your game systems, right, overnight, or the television. Don't keep the television on while you sleep because you don't need it. So
this is true. Well, it looks like all the questions I have for you today. Thank you so much for coming in and talking to me. And
my pleasure.
now back to the desk.